Hi, my name is Kyuri and welcome to today's session. Today we are going to be practicing chair yoga. So this practice is a modified version of the traditional yoga practice for people that have a hard time getting on the floor or that have limitations in their mobility that prevent them from doing a full practice. So all you're going to need is a chair today, and without arms is preferable. So once you get that set up, we'll get started. So we'll get started. We'll start with our feet flat on the floor with your back resting against the backrest. Just place your hands wherever it feels comfortable and just take a couple of deep breaths. Try to roll your shoulders back. Think nice and long through your spine. And take a full breath in as you fill up through your chest, your ribs, and your belly. And then find a nice big exhale as you let it all go. Staying nice and long through the spine, take a full breath in, followed by a big exhale out. Good. We'll do that one more time. Big breath in. And then exhale out. Good. You're just going to gently drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and take 2 breaths here. If you'd like to increase the stretch just a little bit, all you have to do is take your left arm and reach it away from the rest of the body. Really good. One more breath here. And then gently relax the arm as you lift your gaze all the way back to center. And then you can take it to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Ooh, a little crack there. And then you're going to take your right arm if you'd like to intensify just a little bit and reach in the opposite direction. Really good. One more breath here. And gently relax the arm as you bring your head all the way back to center. And then on your next inhale, you'll look up towards the sky. And then exhale, chin to chest. Good. Inhale again, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest. Good. Keeping your chest nice and proud. One more time. Inhale, look up. And then exhale again, chin to chest. Good. Gently bring your gaze all the way back to center. And then we're going to take a couple of laterals. So what you will do is take your back off the back of the backrest of the chair. And then you're going to hold on to the left side of the chair. From there, you're going to take that nice big inhale with your right arm. And then exhale, take a side bend over towards the right, supporting yourself with the heel of the hand against the chair. If you'd like to take this a little bit further, rather than having that hand there, you can reach across for the opposite side or even the opposite thigh to help reach in the opposite direction to help you twist, to help you reach. Good. Take a nice big inhale here. One more exhale as you lower. And then come all the way back up to center. Release the hand all the way back down towards the ground. And then again, you can rest your right hand this time onto the side of the chair. Reach your left arm high this time. And then exhale, support yourself on that hand as you gently take a side bend over towards the right. Good. We'll take 2 more breaths here. If you'd like to adjust the arm to take it a little bit further, you can take that hand to the opposite side of the chair or your thigh. And if you try that, it doesn't feel good, you can keep your hand where it is. Really good. One more breath. Good. Take your time to come all the way back up to center and then release the arm back down. And then we'll take a gentle twist. You're going to take your right hand to the opposite side of the chair. Your left hand is going to come to the back of the chair and then use that as leverage to gently twist towards your left shoulder. Allow your head to rotate with you if it can. Maintaining those nice big breaths. And take one more inhale and exhale here. Good. Take your time to unwind yourself all the way back to the front, and then we'll just take it to the other side. Left hand crosses the body to the opposite side of the chair. Your right hand can be on the backrest, and then use that as the leverage to lengthen the spine upwards towards the sky as you find that twist as you look over the right shoulder. Really good. Last 2 breaths. One more. And take your time to come all the way back to the center as you unwind yourself. And then we're going to do a couple of toe raises. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your feet and keep them firmly planted onto the mat. But as you find your next inhale, gently lift the heels up off the mat. And then as you exhale, gently drop the heel and lift the toes. Good. Inhale again. Bring the toes down. Lift the heels on the inhale breath. And then exhale again as you drop the heels and lift the toes. Good. One more time like that. Inhale. Point the toes. Lift the heels. And then exhale again. Drop the heels. Lift the toes. Good. Relax the feet and then just give them a gentle shake. And then from our feet, we're going to move on to our hands. So think about reaching the hands out in front of you as far as you can and then open up your fingers nice and wide. So you're going to open up those fingers wide and then make a heart fist and then see if you can do that a few times just to get a little bit of movement going in our hands. So as we make the fist and the open hand, we're going to do that. Try to do it as fast as you can. And we'll do that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing out to the sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your forearms will feel like they're firing. And as you take them up overhead, one final time for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Gently shake out the hands. And then we'll do a couple of wrist stretches. You're going to place the palm at your heart center, your left one. And then you can take your right hand and just use the heel of the hand to gently press, opening up to the bottom of the forearm and the wrist. Good. We'll do the opposite side by dropping your fingertips down towards the ground. And then you can take that same heel of the hand and just gently press with the top knuckles of the hands towards the wrist. And that'll help you stretch out the top portion of the wrist. Really good. One more breath here. Beautiful. To the other side. Right hand is going to be hand fingertips facing up, and then you're going to bring the heel of that hand towards the top of the hand to gently press. Good. One more breath. And then the other side. Gently point the fingers down towards the ground, heel of the hand. Good. One more. Good. Gently release the hands, and then we're going to just lace our fingers, and we'll just make a couple of figure eights, just rolling around the wrists. Good. And then we'll shake everything out. Then gently rest our hands back down onto our thighs. From here, we'll do our modified sun salutation. So all you have to do here is just gently take yourself off the back of the chair. And then we'll start with a couple of cat-cows before the sun salutation. So what you will do is you're going to just hold on to your knees. And then on your next inhale, you're going to reach your heart forward and arch the back. As you look up towards the sky, take a nice big inhale breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to push against your knees as you round the back towards the back of the chair and tuck your chin and your pelvis underneath. Good. Inhale again. Pull the shoulders back, lift through your chest. And then exhale again as you round for your cat pose. So this is our traditional Chakrapakasana, our cat-cow, just modified on the chair. So take as much time as you need to go back and forth between those two movements to help open up into your spine. Take your time. One more time. And then gently come back into a nice neutral spine. And then we'll come into our sun salutations. So on your next inhale, you'll reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Big inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, you'll find a forward fold over your thighs. Good. You slide your hands up towards your shins as you press down into them as you lift the chest. And then exhale again as you forward fold over the legs. Yeah, you can use the support of your hands against the chair or your thighs if you need. Gently press yourself up as you take the arms up overhead. And then you exhale, reach the hands all the way down by your sides. Wonderful. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold over the thighs. Inhale, find that halfway lift as you bring your hands to your shins or the chair as you lift the chest forward and reach the crown of your head towards the front. And then as you exhale again, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, come all the way back up as you reach the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, release the hands all the way down by your sides. Beautiful. 1 final time. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, your forward fold. Hands to your shins or the chair, halfway lift, lengthen forward. And then exhale again, gently forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands up, look up as you reach. Before you exhale and release the hands all the way down by your sides. Beautiful. You're going to bring yourself to the edge of the seat just a little bit more so that you can open your knees out nice and wide. So we're going to actively push our knees out. You'll feel the activation happening through your glutes in order to do that, and have the toes pointing in the same direction as your knees. Once you have that set up, you're going to take your right hand against your right thigh, take that big reach of that left arm, and then take a side bend over towards that right side. You can use your inhales to lengthen, and then your exhales to deepen. And do that 1 more time. Gently come all the way back up to the top. As you relax that hand down to the opposite leg, actively open up that right hip, and then take that nice big reach of that right arm up. As you take that side bend with as much support with that left hand as you need, to side bend over towards the left. Inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale again as you deepen the side bend. 1 more time. Yeah, gently come all the way back up to the top as you release the arm back down towards your thigh. Good. We'll just actively open. Take 1 more breath here. Good. Then we'll gently release and then heel toe your feet together. Good. From that position, we're going to change into our warrior 2. So what you will do here is sit onto the side of your chair so that your left leg is going to stay pointing in that direction. And then you're going to take your right knee out to the side. If this feels like enough of an opening for you today, this is where you can be. If you feel like you can take it a little bit further, what you will do is you'll bring your, make sure your seat is completely on the chair, and then take that right leg and just extend it back behind you as far as it will go with your foot flat on the ground. Toes are facing 45 degrees inwards. So we're in a nice supported warrior 2. If this is where you are today, wonderful. Eventually, as you build your strength, you might be able to lift off your chair just a little bit as we build more muscle tone through the legs. But once you are here, you're going to open up your arms out nice and wide. Take a nice big breath in. And then exhale, hold. Good. We'll take 1 more breath here. And then we'll move through a couple of arm motions. So you'll flip that left hand over, reach that arm up towards the sky as that right hand lands onto that back leg. Reach that arm up towards the sky, nice and long. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring that elbow down to that left thigh. And then take the opposite arm, the right one, up overhead. So it's like making a big half circle. Take that right arm all the way up. As you reach for that back leg, helping to lift that left arm. Lengthen through that front body. And then we'll do it 1 more time. Gently lower that left elbow down. Right arm reaches up and over. As you find length through that side. And then come up 1 more time. Inhale, find that nice reverse warrior. Beautiful. And then exhale again. Left elbow down. As you bring that right arm up overhead 1 final time. Good. Inhale again. Come all the way back up to that nice strong warrior 2. And then as you exhale, gently release the arms. Okay, take a nice deep bend into that back knee to support it and slide it all the way back towards that side of the chair. To move on to the other side, all we're going to do is just rotate. So rotate yourself onto the chair facing the opposite side. And this time your right leg will stay where it is, and that left knee can stay open. So you can be in this nice 90-degree open here. If you feel like, again, you could take it a little bit further, you can take that left leg all the way back behind you into that warrior two stance. Okay, so that right knee is actively opening. We're going to make sure our head is stacked over hips and that our arms are open nice and wide. We'll take 2 breaths here. Really good. One more. And then as you find your next inhale breath, you're going to flip that right hand over, let that left hand land on that left leg or the back of the chair as you reach that right arm all the way up high. And then as you exhale again, drop that right elbow all the way down onto that thigh as you reach that left arm up overhead, palm facing down once it reaches over. Yeah, inhale again, windmill the arms up, reach the right arm high. And then exhale again as you bring that right elbow down and reach the left arm high. Beautiful. One final time. Inhale, find that nice reverse, reaching through that right side body. And then exhaling again as you bring that elbow down, left arm up overhead. Yeah, and gently come all the way back up to that nice strong warrior two before you exhale and release the arms. Bend that back knee to slide it all the way back to that side so that you can rotate yourself back towards the front of the mat or the front of your chair. But once you arrive, we are going to take our right knee. This time you're going to push yourself all the way back into the back of the chair so that you have as much leg room in the front as possible. And then you're going to just gently, if you can, rest your heel on the chair. Great. Otherwise, you can just hold on to it, hold on to that leg as you gently hug that right knee into your chest. This is just going to help lengthen the glute muscle in your hamstring just a little bit. It might come into your lower back as well. Really good. And then we'll switch the grip from our shin to the back of the thighs. On your next inhale, we'll reach that right leg up towards the sky or even towards the front. And then exhale, release. You'll feel a bit of a stretch to the hamstring. Inhale again, lengthen that right foot forward. And then exhale, release. Good. We'll do that one final time. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, release. Good. Then this time we're going to rest that ankle on top of the left thigh and then just actively rotate that knee towards the ground. And if that is enough and you can just press down into that heel, you can do that. Otherwise, you can hinge forward a little bit more into a forward fold in our figure 4. Good. We'll take one more breath here. And we'll gently lift our torso up. And then we'll uncross that ankle and gently release the foot back down towards the ground. We'll come on to the other side, bending into our left knee this time. You can rest it on the chair if that's available. Otherwise, you're just going to have to hold it up, which is a little bit more work, but that's okay. Do your best to gently create that space in the back of that left hip. We'll take one more inhale and exhale here. Good. Then change the grip from the shin to the back of the thigh. Take a nice big inhale as you extend that leg forward. Hopefully there's not a sticker on this foot. And then exhale again as you release. Good. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, extend. And exhale, release. Cross that ankle over the right thigh. And then either gently use your left hand to press that knee towards the ground, or if you'd like a little bit more, you can come on into your forearms and gently lean forward. Breathing nice and big. We'll take 2 more breaths. And last one. Good. Take your time to gently release as you lift your torso. Uncross that ankle. Give those legs a nice big stretch. Shake after the stretch. And then we can just gently lean back into our chair for our Shavasana. So just relax the shoulders down, unclench the jaw, uncross the feet as you bring them flat onto the mat. Even the big breath that we were taking this whole time, just allow it to come back to its natural pace and rhythm. And as we find ourselves in stillness, we'll check in. And as we do, finding gratitude for our bodies, for the life that we are able to have, the experiences that we are able to cherish. And as we work towards reconnecting with our bodies again. So we take one last moment in stillness, coming back to that gratitude for our body, its capabilities, and the strength that we can build with consistency and belief that our bodies are capable. And as we start to come back from our Shavasana to the room, we'll take our full breath in, filling ourselves up with everything that we need. Followed by a big open mouth exhale to let everything else go. Gently wiggle through your fingers and your toes. As you gently blink the eyes open. Take both arms up overhead for a nice full body stretch if it calls to you today. Maybe reaching through the legs into the arms one final time. And then whenever you're ready, gently release the hands all the way down by your sides. And then take one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Our bodies are precious, no matter the age, no matter their capabilities. As we move through this life and these experiences, we find gratitude within them. Thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to guide your practice today, from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing with me, and I hope to see you at the next one.